It's time for Real Talk with Brian and Dan, the weekly talk radio show dedicated to discussing important real estate topics, plus insight into the local community. With a combined experience of over 50 years as local real estate brokers from the Eastside Real Estate Team at Keller Williams Realty Bellevue. Here's your hosts, Brian Levitt and Dan Edwards.
Well, good afternoon. Welcome to Real Talk with Brian and Dan on 1150 KKNW. It is Wednesday, October 23rd, a classic fall day in the Pacific Northwest. If you're out there driving around, watch out for the car in front of you. I know you're looking at the beautiful leaves and the fact that there is no rain coming down like it was pouring yesterday. Listen, if you are interested, we are live streaming on YouTube. We would love for you to follow us on 1150 KKNW. You can Google that on YouTube. If you'd like to listen to any past episodes, you can find our podcasts online anywhere podcasts are cast. Additionally, we have the videos on our website, theeastsiderealestateteam.com, and our YouTube channel, The Eastside Real Estate Team. If you like what you hear, please subscribe and share. We've got a fantastic show today, Brian. I've got some great people. We've got Gina Hustler-Constantine of Brandscape and Christopher Morrison of Quantum Electric. But as always, before we get to that, let's get to our Real Talk.
Okay, Dan, in today's market, low inventory dominates the conversation in many areas of the country. This can be especially true in the Pacific Northwest. It can often be frustrating to be a first-time home buyer if you aren't fully prepared. Today, we're offering tips from Realtor.com's article, How to Find Your Dream Home Without Losing Your Mind, as well as some of our insights and observations.
Yeah, we were looking at the numbers yesterday, and it looks like inventory actually dropped in September, which typically has been a seasonal thing. But what that means is it's going to supply is shrinking again,
right,
heading into the winter. So if you're a first-time home buyer, typically it's a good time, but you want to make sure you're really prepared for what's going on. And as you know, the first thing we always talk about is getting pre-approved with a mortgage lender. It's going to show that you're serious about buying a home. And even if you're in the market that's not super competitive, it's also about understanding your budget, right? It's about making sure that you have the confidence to buy the home that you're looking at. There's nothing worse than a first-time home buyer getting discouraged by going out, falling in love with a home that they can't afford.
And also, that's the first thing the seller asks is about the buyer's qualifications.
That's right.
So that's super important in terms of getting your offer accepted. So another tip I have is to understand the difference between your must-haves and your would-like-to-haves, the want-to-haves and the gotta-haves. Do you really need that farmhouse sink in the kitchen?
I do.
To be happy? You do. I remember that. To be happy with your choice. Would a two-car garage be a convenience or a necessity? Before you start your search, list all the features of the home you'd like to have as compared to all the gotta-haves. You know, and something, too, is to discern the difference between what can be changed and what can't.
Yeah.
If you don't have that farmhouse sink, you can certainly add it.
Yeah.
But if the freeway's in the backyard, it's kind of hard to move.
Kind of hard to move a freeway.
Yep.
Yeah, that's true. And we like to utilize an intake form whenever we have a meeting with buyers for the first time, whether they're first-time home buyers or not, to discover those must-haves versus want-to-haves.
Right.
I think it's the cool thing about a lot of the technology that we have out there, Brian, is once you kind of have your must-haves and you kind of got pre-approved is research on neighborhoods.
Right.
We have so much information, and Keller Williams just launched our IDX websites that actually adds neighborhood insights.
Yep.
Some of the features that they have on these websites are homes that are kind of dog-friendly, neighborhoods rather, that are dog-friendly, pet-friendly, or walk-friendly, or car score, rating the walk score, those kinds of things. But also digging deeper, right, into finding, is a school district important to you? Are parks important to you? Are, a short commute important to you?
So another tool that our clients have found really helpful is our drive time calculator.
Oh, yeah.
Where we can look at, say, for example, where you work and scope out. If you say, okay, I don't want to be more than a 30-minute drive, which is really quite a huge geographic area, but we can map out area by area how far it is to a specific location any time of the day.
Yeah, that's great.
Very reliable tool. So another important thing to do is pick a house style you love and stick to it. Evaluate your family's needs and settle on a style of home that will best serve those needs. Just because you've narrowed your search to a zip code doesn't mean you need to tour every listing in the vicinity. If a home doesn't work, it doesn't work.
Yeah.
I have clients that somehow feel an obligation to look at everything we've talked about. It's like, no, look at the ones that are real contenders. In the article, it says if you have several younger kids and don't want your bedroom on a different level, steer clear of Cape Cod-style homes. Also, I see that we have a lot of baby splits in some of the areas we look, and they're not going to have the bedrooms in the right place,
Right.
Typically for young family.
So our last tip is to document the homes you visit. So if you're going on an open house tour or you're touring with your real estate agent, make some copious notes and share that with your spouse, or share it with your agent so that you can kind of narrow down the homes that fit. So listen, when it comes to being prepared, those are a few tips that can help put you in the right position to have success if you're a first-time home buyer in today's market. So that concludes our Real Talk segment. If you're interested in other topics we covered in our Real Talk segment, you can find those on our website at the eastsiderealestateteam.com/blog. If you'd like to talk to us directly about your real estate questions, feel free to contact us at 425-200-4093. Thank you for listening. Next up, we're going to be speaking with our Mortgage Moments segment. Stay tuned. After commercial break, we'll hear from Mike Burdick, a loan consultant with Loan Depot.